The all-terrain armored transport walkers, simply referred to as the AT-AT walkers, were one of the most iconic and powerful walkers used by the Galactic Empire. The first generation of these walkers were used in the later years of the Clone Wars, but saw very limited use. Later, the final design of the AT-AT was brought into full service of the Imperial military. Initially, they were almost invincible in combat, wiping out everything in their path. Their reputation in battle brought immense fear into the enemies of the Empire, with some entire armies surrendering mid-battle at just the sight of these walkers. Over time, those that fought the Empire, specifically the rebels, found unique ways to bring down these war machines, as seen in the Battle of Hoth. But even then, taking down these walkers was a huge struggle, and still cost devastating losses. After the Battle of Endor, AT-ATs were still used effectively by the Imperial remnant, with a few even falling into possession of the New Republic. The all-terrain tactical enforcer walkers, commonly referred to as ATTE walkers, were widely used during the Clone Wars by the Galactic Republic. They were first introduced at the beginning of the war, at the Battle of Geonosis, and they quickly became a favorite among the clone troopers. ATTEs were used for numerous tasks, including transporting troops and attacking enemy fortifications. After the formation of the Galactic Empire, these walkers were soon replaced by the far more powerful AT-ATs, with a few ATTEs being used in support roles or on backwater worlds. During the Galactic Civil War, some ATTEs were used by the Rebel Alliance. The final design of the AT-AT walkers were created a year before the Battle of Yavin, so 1 BBY. They required a crew of 3 men and 2 deck officers, and could carry up to 40 troops and 5 speeder bikes. For armament, they had 2 linked heavy laser cannons and 2 medium repeating blasters. For armor, they contained heavy Durasteel armor that was impervious to all forms of weaponry, but the heaviest of artillery. Though they did have some weak spots, like the neck and underbelly, which could be penetrated by an expertly shot missile from a rocket launcher. The long legs of the walker also showed a weakness, being used to trip the entire AT-AT in battle, as seen in Hoth. The ATTE walkers were created at the start of the Clone Wars, so 22 BBY. They required a crew of 7 men and could carry up to 38 troops. For armament, they had 6 anti-personnel laser cannons, with 4 in the front and 2 in the back, and 1 mass driver cannon. Although they were heavily armored, they did contain many weak spots. The underbelly was lightly armored, and the entire ATTE could be disabled by a single rocket if it hits the underbelly. They could also be taken out by hidden mines, due to how low they were to the ground. A flaw the designers of the AT-AT kept in mind. The pilot in the front was also vulnerable, only being behind glass, and the gunner of the mass driver cannon had limited protection and could be taken out by a sniper. Now, because this versus is only between the 2 vehicles and not between clones and Imperials, both crews of these walkers will be of equal skill and experience. With that being said, in a one-on-one battle, the AT-AT would win pretty much every single confrontation, with maybe a loss depending on the environment. As seen in Star Wars Rebels, all the weapons on the ATTE, even the mass driver cannon, did almost no damage to the AT-ATs. The only time the ATTE did damage was when the mass driver cannon did a direct hit on the neck of the AT-AT, taking it down completely. While on the other hand, the AT-AT's main guns had the ATTE at a critical condition after 4 shots, and would have completely destroyed the ATTE by the 8th shot, had the Ghost crew not rescued the clones by hijacking the other AT-AT. The only plausible way the ATTE could win was if it got close enough to the AT-AT where it could shoot the AT-AT's neck from underneath, or if the AT-TE was somehow able to outflank the AT-AT and shoot it from the side, and possibly hit the AT-AT's neck from afar. If the battle took place on a flat open surface, like a desert, and if both walkers were far away from each other, then the AT-TE would have basically no chance of winning. However, if the battle took place in a dense forest or jungle, then the AT-TE could possibly have a chance of winning if it was able to outflank the AT-AT by using the environment as cover and getting a shot at the AT-AT's neck. One last thing the AT-TE could do to win is to arc its mass driver cannon, to have it shoot like artillery, and have the shell hit the AT-AT's neck from the top. doing so without the need of flanking the walker. But such an accomplishment would require a tremendous amount of skill, time, and even luck, especially on a moving target, and would only be viable if the crew of the ATTE was made of top-notch pilots and spotters. In conclusion, the AT-AT would win pretty much every engagement against the ATTE in an open, flat environment, while maybe winning 8 or 9 out of 10 times in a dense jungle environment with large natural barriers. Remember, this is all completely our opinion, based on the information provided. Let us know if you agree or disagree, and let us know why. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. And as always, may the Force be with you.